big fan of pinball, and I really like the pinball games. So a few years back, I picked up my first pinball game, which is Pinball Gottlieb, I don't know, I can't pronounce this. Gottlieb Collection, I think is what it's called. So I picked it up. I haven't played it in like a really long time, but when I got it for the GameCube, it came out for Nintendo Wii. I didn't really pick it up because I already owned it for the GameCube, so why bother getting that one? I might pick it up or something, I don't know, but so yeah, I picked it up. It was a really good game, but there was one game that I was looking for. It wasn't on this collection, but it's pretty solid from what I remember. I did play it a lot. But yeah, let's check it out. I haven't really played this in a while. This is one of the first out of 3 that I want to review today. So it's been a long time, so let's check it out. Pinball Gottlieb Collection.
Do you dare to enter the black hole?
Let me get this one out of the way first. Black Hole is probably their selling point of this compilation. What makes it different, and this is the only board that I ever knew had this, was that it had 2 different play fields, an upper and lower play field. Like you could actually play under the board. Like you got the board that you're playing on, but there's a lower part that you can get to and play under there. That part is actually pretty cool. I've never actually seen any other pinball machines that does this. There probably is, but I just don't know about them. But the translation between that and the GameCube one makes it a little bit more difficult. It's more blue and I can't see what's going on, and you can actually still lose your ball under the playing field, which I think is bullcrap because like I can't see anything, and if I can't see anything, I can't exactly play it. But all in all, Black Hole is actually a pretty solid game. Like I would play it. It's probably one of the better ones on the compilation. However, my favorite one out of all of them would be Victory. Victory is actually pretty cool because, for one, I really don't have to like worry about my ball. Some of those pinball machines, you have to worry about your ball going down to the bottom and you lose your ball. Sometimes even by mistake, not even by mistake, when you got that little plunger thing, and sometimes the ball will just fall to the bottom without you using your flippers. Level design of Victory is actually pretty cool. The level design is what helps make a good pinball machine. And for that, I think that Victory is actually a pretty good game. That's my favorite out of this whole compilation. My second favorite would be Teed Off. And the reason why I like Teed Off so much is the same reason for Victory. The level design is really good, but it also reminds me of mini golf, and I love mini golf. The rest of the pinball machines are pure crap. I didn't care too much for Genie, I just wanted to be over with, and I hated those sounds. Those sounds were annoying. The rest of them, Ace High and Big Shot and all of them, were just plain boring. Really, the only ones worth mentioning is Black Hole, Teed Off, and my personal favorite, Victory.
But this is where it's at, the Williams Collection. Now I told you before how I had a pinball machine that I was looking for. Well, that pinball machine was the Funhouse game, which I was at a bowling alley one time, and I was with my dad and I was playing this, and this is what got me into pinball games. Funhouse. Very fun game. In fact, the Williams Collection was actually a good party game. A lot of my friends and family came over and we loved it. We loved to play these pinball games. This is probably the best pinball conversion you will ever play. This is the closest thing to pinball you'll probably ever get to a video game system.
This little talking head here, well, his name's supposed to be Rudy. Yeah, he'll probably give you nightmares, but I think he's pretty cool. He talks to you, and you hit him with a ball, he'll go, ow. Make like these comments. It's pretty cool. it kind of puts a little, I don't know, spin on things, pinball stuff. But anyway, yeah, this game is actually pretty cool. Funhouse is probably one of the more fun pinball games I played. It's usually the one I go to when I play this. But yeah, it's not really much to say about it. You got that talking head. You know, he's talking to you, you hit the ball, it's your standard pinball, but the level design on this one is actually pretty good. It's a lot like Victory's, but with a talking head. But yeah, Funhouse is pretty sweet.
Alright, so the controls, I can't really talk about this game without talking about the unique controls with it or anything. So, basically what it is, you know, you got that little plunger thing. Yeah, I know I can call it a plunger, but you just use this thing, just go like that, and then just use these things down on the bottom to, you know, you got the little buttons at the bottom here. That controls the flippers. And you can actually shake it like this. And of course you can end up tilting it. But it's pretty cool. That's basically what it is. Pretty simple. And it's pretty awesome too.
But there are other compilations with this other than Funhouse. For instance, there's this one called Space Shuttle. My sister really likes this one because she like ranked up over 1 million points on that. And you know, it's pretty good. And I like Space Shuttle too. It's like once you hit the ball up there with the plunger, you know, you had to go with like these lanes to get down there, and you got that one voice that keeps talking. It's supposed to be like some kind of astronaut voice or something. And you feel kind of good when the ball goes up to the top, you know, because you really don't want to be near the bottom. That's one thing about pinball games. Stay at the top. You know, every time you hit that ball, just stay at the top. Please stay away from the flippers. I don't know. I guess it's part of the fun. Another one that's pretty cool is Taxi. Taxi is a good one too, and I mean, I don't really have much to say about that one either, but like, it's supposed to be similar to like a Taxi. I mean, somebody had like a big description on it and everything. I just hit the ball and just see where it goes. I guess there's some kind of strategy with it or something, but me, I just make sure that it doesn't go out of bounds or anything. But the one that's pretty popular is Pinball. Now, Pinball used to be a Nintendo game, and it looks like crap, but hey, you know, that's pretty much what we had back then. You know, I'm pretty old. But Pinball is pretty cool because, like, there's these little multicolored things near this wall up here, and once you get them all to like flash, like the door opens. You're supposed to like hit like 2 balls into what makes eyes, I guess, and then you get like extra balls and stuff like that, and you can, you know, rank up some points and stuff. And Pinball is pretty fun. I don't know what's up with that woman over there on the right, but I don't know. I guess it's just sort of a level design. There's other games in the Williams collection too that I haven't really touched upon. There's Gorgar and Black Knight and Whirlwind and stuff, and they're all essentially pretty good. There really isn't too many bad games on there, except that Jive Time. That one sucks, but I guess it's one of their older ones. But yes, Williams collection is a lot of fun. You'd probably be playing that for hours, if you like pinball, that is. I mean, I played it for a while.
So that was the Williams collection, which one of my favorite pinball games. Well, maybe the favorite. I really can't think of anything better. Whatever that thing is. That one's pretty good too, but this one has more of the experience to it and stuff. And there's one more review that I want to have before I end this video, and because Williams was like a really good pinball game, I was at a GameStop somewhere and I saw another one that was out, and I was like, oh cool, another pinball game, this is cool. You know what, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I did not play this one. It's called Dream Pinball. Can you see it? Pinball. Anyway, so yeah, I picked up Dream Pinball. I didn't touch it, I didn't play it. I never really bothered with it. But a friend of mine was over here and he played it, and I watched him. He said it was bland, dull, but I just never really had much. So why not? Let me give this one last try. Let's see what this game's all about. I've heard bad things about it. Let's check it out.
It actually took me a long time to figure this out, but in order to plunge the ball this time, you don't use the control stick. You actually have to use your pointer to pull it back, and then I just pushed a bunch of buttons. I really didn't know which one it was, but that's pretty much it on that. But everything else is essentially the same. You still use the bottom buttons, and you can still tilt it, but all in all, it's pretty generic. That's probably the best term to describe this pinball game. Generic. The boards range from like Knights, Dino Wars, and Monsters, Aquatic. I mean, they're not too exciting names, but the boards themselves, you know, it can go a lot worse with $20 or less. If you're into pinball, hey, pick it up, you know. It's not a bad one. It's just, don't expect anything too exciting.
Okay, I would have to say Dream Pinball isn't that bad of a game. Give them credit though, because they did try to make a pinball game, and considering how many pinball games there are out there, I have to give them some credit. It's a decent one, but if I had a choice, the Williams one, I'd rather play that one. But yeah, you know, if you're gonna collect pinball games, I highly recommend, hey, pick it up. Now, I think I'm all pinballed out. I think I'm gonna play one more game, but I'm just gonna play it just for the heck of it. Well, time to see, I just picked this game up over at Best Buy using one of my gift certificates from like Christmas. So I picked up Martian Panic. It's a shooter game. I don't really own any kind of shooter games for my Wii. So I'm gonna play some Martian Panic.
Welcome to Happy Meadows, a place where the family thrives. All homes are constructed with 100% pure aluminum and space-age plastics. So if you want to live happily ever after, come to Happy Meadows.